Born with simple dreams, a simple man. The simple plan wouldn't work, the wind could understand. The rhythm of his soul, the shiver in his bones that arose every time some sad, soulful story was told. Years past, he's getting old, his heart can hardly take it. Sitting back, pondering, will he ever make it to the future he believes in? People treat it even, capturing the wind as it passes through the breathing. What the people need is something to relieve this. Fictional reality, systematic poverty, government terrorists terrorize community. How are my people supposed to eat? Could you feel the vibe I'm feeling if we hardly ever speak? Well, that's on me. But I got to be better, spinning lyrics off my conscience till we fall into forever release. The peaceful warrior from the east. Stories told with passion is still the wind he seeks. Defeat is only an option for the weak. Freedom demands action, don't ever lose your speech. Now release the peaceful warrior from the east. Stories told with passion is still the wind he seeks. Defeat is only an option for the weak. Freedom demands action, don't ever lose your speech. Make peace with the pipes that reside in your chest, boy. Living is a sin when all you're breathing out is breath noise. You were made to fly higher. Create what you desire from the whispers in the fire. Ripping rhymes until you're tired or till the people wake up. Delivering medicine to those who got a case of forgetting where you came from, forgetting what matters. Evil can't thrive in the shadows of peace flowers. Ask wise man alive when all he craves is power. Trying to survive is a day-to-day battle. Curse your quality of life. Turn the page, next chapter. Remember, fate the puppet master, he who navigates disaster, he who hides the truth you're after, he who waits to share his wisdom till your confidence is shattered. Mind cluttered in time, spirit starts to stagger, pay attention to the signs and the blessings that surround you. Flying the divine in the jet stream that found you, closer to the mind-heart union you can vibe to. Finally a clear view, open ears to speak to, open heart to bleed for the need to feel the real truth. To feel real love. To cultivate and keep the vision of the alternate reality you speak of. Paint tomorrow's past with the pictures that you dream of. So this piece is the a cappella version of a song called Windseeker that I created and recorded back when I was living in New York City about 7 years ago. It was a time in my life where I still had no idea what I was doing. I still had no idea what my life was for. But there was something in me that was already moving me and compelling me. And one of my best friends, Jack Star, he was a musician that encouraged me to follow this compelling voice inside that wanted to come through. Up to this point in my life, I had never sang before. I never had any formal singing lessons. I was just going off of intuition and instinct. And naturally, it made me very self-conscious. It made me very aware of how I sounded and what it came off like and would people like it. I still cared a lot about what people thought at that point in my life when it came to my voice. But the song itself is about me finding that form of self-expression, that way that I could express my truth, my gift, and give it to other people. You see, one of the things that I believe is that we all have a voice waiting to be expressed in some way, whether that's a song, whether that's your written words, even if it's just the way that you are in your way of giving service. Every single one of those is our unique voice. And if we don't tap into that, then we're robbing people of the gift of the medicine that we have to give. That doesn't make it easy. That just makes it simple. It's actually very hard to overcome all these beliefs we have about what people are going to think, the concerns we have about how people will judge us, what they will think of how my voice sounds. And if you pick through the words of this piece a little bit, you'll hear some of my own pain and challenge of trying to overcome the internal dialogue so that I could get to giving my gift, so that I could get to speaking my gift into the universe. That mental chatter, that part, the cosmic joke of life that happens beyond our control, that we can't explain, we can't rationalize, it just happens. And the ego wants to overcome. It wants to take over, it wants to manipulate it to protect us. That voice inside of you that talks you out of taking the leap, that talks you out of recording a song or writing one in the first place, the voice that talks you out of going for that career that you really feel called to. When logic starts to come in, this is the voice of the ego that takes us away from that purest part of ourselves. And it was clear to me at this point in my life that there was music, there was song, there was lyrics that wanted to be given out into the world freely. There was nothing I wanted more of in my life than that. And yet I had all these other reasons not to do it. So I share this today as a reminder that whatever that voice is inside of you that's compelling you to do something that does not make any sense at all, that's illogical, that's irrational, that doesn't fit in with the formula or the plan that you had for yourself, or the expectations that someone else had of you, listen to that voice. Give breath, give life, give energy to that voice. Because here I am, 7 years later, sharing this song with a way bigger audience, with many more ears than were available to hear it at the time that I made it. And the words in this song have never been more potent or true for me than they are now. So, I encourage you to find your wind, to find your voice, to find your form of self-expression that is most true to you, because we need it. We're counting on it. Hey, if you liked what you heard, if you liked what you saw, if something in this video moved you, then make sure you go and follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook to hear more from the Rising Man movement. And in the meantime, stay blessed, my man.